I'm tackling a few little tasks that I couldn't do when it was super cold, like gluing in the trim on this bench seat. So I'll be painting and gluing and doing all sorts of little stuff this week. Not necessarily exciting, but important to get done. I got the table a bit more secure, but once the floor is in, it's also going to need a sturdy pole to keep it from tilting. We've put the batteries and the controller and the inverter in the garage just to see how well they fit, and I think there's still plenty of room left over. So it's just a matter of putting them together and positioning them, which I'm not going to do without some help. But they're in there. These are slats from an old, really old queen bed that was in the house. And we upgraded it, and so I'm going to use these slats for the bed in the bus, but the bed in the bus is a full size, so I'll need to cut them down a bit. But they should work just fine. There it is. I think it probably needs a few more slats. This is actually the mattress that goes on the couch, but it was just easier to get down here. But look, it's a bed. I'm not tacking them down yet because I still want to be able to work in the garage. But I've been trying to think about whether I want a roof on this garage or not, a ceiling on this garage, and I think I probably do. Of some sort of ceiling, just to separate it from the bed. You know, I do need more slats because you can see where it's already sagging. But maybe I don't need a roof on this garage because look at all the airflow then I would have under my mattress. There wouldn't be any mold issues. Might be a little cold though. I might need some sort of insulation. Maybe just a layer of insulation up there instead of actually a ceiling on the garage. All right, I'm gonna lay back on the bed and we'll see if I fall through. Okay, so far so good, but I'd like a few more slats just to feel comfortable. Look who's coming into Fanny. We've got a fridge. Right now we're about to put some bolts in so that we can strap her in when I drive. And we had to take the couch out so that we could get her in, and that was a nice opportunity to clean up a bit. So she's looking very nice and tidy right at the moment, and it starts to look like a real home. We've got the refrigerator strapped in for travel, so that'll be pretty stable and it'll be very easy to undo those. The last piece of furniture to build is the stovetop, which will go right here, and I'm just going to have it open on one side so we can just open up those straps when we need to. I've put a top on here. I don't know if this is the top we're going to keep, but it's there for now, just to see how things go. It's kind of heavy, so I might go with something lighter and that fits a little better. Eventually I'm going to tile this surface. I may go with a smaller piece of plywood, a thinner piece of plywood, just to keep the weight down. Although on the other hand, this is a nice thick one for tile. I don't know. I have to think about it. There's a lot to think about at this point. And there's the couch. I mean, as long as I have it down here, why not give it a try? Here I am, sitting on the couch, just like this is a place a person could be. It's quite nice, actually. I think I could spend some time here, which is good, because I probably will. There are some downsides to having to leave a few things for months while the weather gets better. For instance, there's a little piece of pipe I need that I just can't find. So I'm going to give that up for the moment. I'm also having trouble getting my ladder up, so I am not going to go on top of the roof and paint. So I think, you know what I'll do? I'll clean some windows. That sounds like a great idea. One of the things I've been meaning to do for months is to get the film off the windows. It's peeling in some places, it's kind of gross in others, and I would like to get it off. I didn't want to do it when it was super cold because I thought it would be harder. So I'm going to start today, and it may take me a while. I'm going to be using some citrus solvent, so the place should smell great, and it's pretty powerful. So I have my gloves on, and anyway, we'll see how that goes. 20 minutes later, the film is off. There's still a bit of glue to take off. That's half of one window, and there are 18 of them. This is going to take some time. I only have a few of the windows done, cleaned off, but look what a difference that makes. I think I'm going to have to be puttering at this for a couple of weeks, but it really brightens things up, doesn't it? It also means you can see into the bus much more easily, but you know what? That's what curtains are for. Spring has come, so it's time for me to get up here on the roof, clean this stuff up, and paint the struts. So a bunch of pine needles fell during the year. This would be a hell of a lot easier if I wasn't afraid of heights. The rails are painted. I should probably get up on top to show you that, but you know what? I'm not climbing that ladder again until I have to. Okay, how's that? You can see it from up above when I stand on the hill. And no, I didn't leave something on the roof. That little thing on the roof is actually the cables for the solar panel. So we will have to get back up there again when we put those together. But for now, I'm keeping my feet on the ground.